welcome to the Change Guru. This is a place where we get a change on. And today I want to share with you one thing that completely rocked my world: podcasts. Podcasts are audio shows that you can download and just can play them on demand, whatever you want, wherever you are. They are portable friends in your ears. And why they mean so much to me is because when I was going through the really sticky, stuck times of midlife, like 6 years ago, not knowing what direction that I wanted to take, I discovered podcasts, and I would just listen to motivational podcasts, science podcasts, coaching podcasts, interviews, all kinds of different podcasts, and I would just go for long walks. And I really credit those long walks and listening to these great audio shows at any time that I wanted to really help move me through and into this new direction in my life. So today I want to share with you how to listen to a podcast. The super cool, epic thing about podcasts is that you can take them on the go with you. And how you do that is by using a podcast app on your smartphone. I use Apple phones, but it doesn't matter if you have Android, whatever. There will be an app for a podcast player that will let you get podcasts. So right now I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how to find a podcast app and then how to find podcasts. So you're looking at the screen of my iPhone, and I've got the App Store there. There'll be something similar on your Android. I go into my App Store, and there's the featured stuff that you can get, and I'm going to just do a search for podcasts. So I'm looking for podcasts. A bunch of things come up for podcasts, and generally the first app that comes up is the most popular one. And I actually have this particular app. See, a podcast, this purple app has come up. I already have it. That's why it doesn't have a get sign on it. I've already got it. But I'm just scrolling a bit so you can see there are other apps to get. But I've got this one. I'm going to show it to you now. It's actually already on my screen. You can see it down there below. And I am going to go into my podcast player. Podcast player, really, it will have like the latest apps, the latest podcasts on it. Like here, I'm looking at top of the charts, but it also holds all your podcasts. So those are my podcasts there. Went really quick. And now I'm going to search. It's just a big search engine for all the podcasts that are out there. So I'm just typing in my name, and probably just typing my name is enough to bring everything up that I do. Yep, there it is. So I've got two podcasts. I have my new one, which is the one on the left-hand side. And I've also got my older one. They're both awesome. So I'm just going to now type in the Change Guru just to see what comes up for fun. Yep, they're both there. My old one now shows in the front. It shows first. And let's click on my new one and see what's there. So if you see a podcast you like, and here's all of my episodes that I've done. Once you find a podcast that you like, you just hit the subscribe button, and it will automatically put every single episode into your podcast player so that you can download it and listen to it anytime. And there it is in my podcast player. I'm going to click on it, and I'm now have all of those episodes that I can download while I have Wi-Fi. And if I'm in a place where I don't have Wi-Fi, I'm able to listen to everything that I've downloaded. So it's like carrying a radio station of your best, most awesome stuff all the time with you. And here is what an episode of mine looks like. That's one of the more recent episodes that I've done. So it is fantastic. Why don't we go back? I'll just show you what my old podcast looked like. These were some of the first podcasts that I ever did, but they're still there. I think in total, at the time of this recording, I've got over 100 podcasts. So there are heaps and heaps of resources out there. Can you see why it's so cool to have a podcast player with you at all times? So there you have it. That is how you listen to a podcast. And I really hope it turns you on to a whole new awesome world. What I love about my podcasts is that because they're longer, I have time to kind of share with you more who I am, what I do, and I'll share my trials, my tribulations, my celebrations, and I come at them also from a coaching perspective. So I share solutions, tips, ideas, and ways to help you kind of thrive at midlife in a way that is a little bit more in depth than the videos. So I think you'll really, really enjoy them. Now, I've got a challenge for you. If you have never downloaded a podcast before, I would love to hear your adventure with it. Download a podcast, subscribe to my podcast, and then post in below how your experience went. I'd love to hear from you. And you know what else I'm going to do? In my blog that goes with this podcast, I'm going to tell you the top 5 podcasts that I'm listening to right now. They don't necessarily have anything to do with the whole midlife thing. So it's a bit of a divergent thinking. And I can tell you one of them has to do with the Real Housewives of New York City. So you're welcome. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Go get a podcast player, subscribe to the Change Guru, and I'm telling you, podcasts are going to rock your world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.